Are you seeing decreased motivation, increased stress, and a lot of people at work struggling to find meaning? You're not alone. Hi, I'm Jackye Clayton, and on Thursdays, you can see me on my podcast, But First Coffee, but here we're spilling the tea. Now, if you've been seeing burnout at work, you are not alone. Here's the good news. I've developed a practical, step-by-step strategy that can help you and your team with burnout. Did you know that burnout is not just about being tired and overwhelmed? It's actually pretty complex. When we're talking about burnout, we're also talking about team productivity, mental health, physical health, employee retention, and just overall job satisfaction. And here's the kicker. Everything that we've been taught up to this point and the things we're used to trying, those approaches fail. And they fail because they're only dealing with one part of this really complex issue. So the strategy I created that's going to help you, it works on 3 levels. First, we're going to look at your organizational setup and let your team know that you've been watching, let them feel seen and heard, and give them a quick win. That's going to be no meeting blocks. Actual blocks of time that we don't schedule any meetings to give everybody the opportunity to get their work done. We want to make sure organizationally that you're looking at their workload, that you're not overburdening them. Even if you have somebody who seems to love work that's doing so many things, it's going to be up to you to make sure that the workload isn't too high. Help people help themselves not burn out. And set up clear boundaries with your organization that these are the times where we're not going to have meetings. We're not going to let you overwork yourself. You have to take a lunch. You have to take up breaks. Make sure that the boundaries are clear. Number 2, team support. Believe it or not, we may not be a family at work, but we still want support from our peers. Set up some peer support systems, some development opportunities, and make sure you have flexible arrangements. I'm talking to you, back to the office, folks. Number 3, we want to make sure that everyone feels like they have a purpose. So we're going to do some purpose alignment. Make sure everyone can connect their personal values to their work. Let's make this super practical. We're going to get started today, but this is going to go over multiple weeks, okay? So this week, schedule 15 minutes with everyone on your team. We want to start a simple workload tracking system just to make sure people aren't getting overburdened that you can look at with the team. And also create a team feedback channel where people can talk about the workload. Work 3, now we're building momentum, right? We want to introduce in work 3, peer support pairs. Set up regular team reflection settings where people can talk to each other. We want people to be able to just hang out and talk about what's going on at work and set them up with pairs. Donut, if you've seen the Donut app, that's a great way of setting up some pairs so people can just start talking to each other. The key is just starting small. Don't try to implement everything at once. Focus on one change per week and then get that buy-in and then celebrate the small wins. If you need to adjust, do it based on feedback. Let people know that you see them, you're listening, and that you're going to be implementing change. Now, remember, when we're talking about burnout, we're not just creating space so that you can load more work. This isn't just about productivity so you can do more. This is about creating a workplace where people are happy to go to work. Start with one small step today. I actually put some things, you can see the link in the chat. You can download a complete guide with a quick start checklist so that you can get going. Your team's well-being is worth the investment. And for those of you solopreneurs, got something for you too. Let's not get burnout. We just started 2025 strong. Let's keep going and work to make the world of work a better place together.